Hey, teeth lovers. So, today I'm actually going to be sharing a little bit about me, more of a kind of laid back, chill podcast episode where I just kind of talk about how I was able to start a business to help dental hygienists, right? And how I've been able to help them get out of pain and quit the chiro and even work second jobs temping and be able to have energy and feel good after work and take care of their family. So, this is something I'm very passionate about. Today I'm going to be telling you why that is. So, here we go.
Hey there! Welcome to the Lift for Longevity podcast, where our goal is to build our strongest, healthiest body. We all deserve to feel our best, but since we only get one body, we have to make sure to protect it by moving safely and with purpose to prevent pain, injury, and surgery. I'm your host, Brianne, and I'm a fit pro turned business owner and also a girl mom. I'm obsessed with educating and empowering dental pros on how to take care of their body by training efficiently and building the right muscles to prolong their career. I know you're tired of spending time working out but still dealing with annoying aches and pains, getting rid of your pain temporarily only to have it come right back just a few hours later, or feeling like you never have any energy. You wish there was a long-term solution to get rid of your pain for good. Well, I'm here to give you real-life, actionable steps that you can take today to get rid of your pain, say goodbye to quick fixes, and have energy to live a life that you love. So if you're ready to get stronger, enjoy your life outside the operatory, and have longevity in your career, grab yourself a high-protein snack and let's get to it.
So, I recently turned 40 and I have a daughter who's 17 and I've raised her by myself. So I was a single mom since the day she was born. I never received a penny, and not like a pity party for me. Like, she made me who I am today, right? And she's amazing. And so basically when my daughter Gianna started elementary school, I had gone back to the gym. So I had left the gym and I had ended up going back because I didn't want to be working. I was in a restaurant at the time. I didn't want to be working until 11 o'clock at night, right? When she had to get up for school the next day. So I went back to the gym because that was what I loved, right? And so I worked in the gym for about, I would say 10 years. It's been longer now, but after 10 years, I finally one day ended up getting fired from what I thought was my dream job, right? I worked for America's biggest retail pharmacy in the corporate wellness headquarters here in Deerfield, Illinois. And, I got benefits, bereavement when my grandma passed away. I got weekends and holidays off. We would work like 7 to 3. Like, it was what I thought was the perfect job, which doesn't exist in fitness, right? And, I understand sometimes that hygienists have that. They have to buy their own, tools or instruments, and they don't sometimes get benefits or PTO or, things like that. And I can relate to that. Like, nobody goes into fitness for the money. That is for sure. But long story short, after I got fired, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start my own business. I had somebody, two people actually about a month prior tell me I should start my own business. And I took that as a sign, right? Said, okay, I will. So without getting any checks, right, because I had gotten fired, remember, I had no money coming in basically, and I decided to invest a lot in a business coach because how am I going to start a business, let alone an online business where I don't know anything about it? I'm a trainer in the gym, right, and I work with people, and I don't know anything about software. So anyways, I spent a ton of money, like I said. I threw it on a credit card, and I said, I'm going to figure it out because there's no way I'm going to figure it out on my own. Why would I drive myself crazy even trying to when I could pay somebody to help me and guide me and give me the plan, right? And this is one thing that I wanted to share is because I have a lot of people who come to me and they're like, I know how to work out and I just need to sit down and write a plan for myself. Or I work out all the time and I have pain. Like, you don't know how to work out. Maybe you know how to work out, right? Working out is different from training. It's different from corrective exercise, and fixing muscle imbalances is getting out of pain. They're two separate entities, right? But long story short, I have clients all the time. I just had a client message me today. She's like, I would pay for your program 100 times over than do this, like this trap tox. I'm not sure what it is, but it's, some type of quick fix, Band-Aid approach, because there's so many of those out there nowadays. And I love these type of messages. And I have people tell me all the time, I wish I started sooner, or this was the best investment I ever made, because then you don't have to drive yourself crazy. You don't have to take the time and try and research or figure out how to get rid of on your own. You just sign up and I tell you what to do and you get rid of pain and life is great. It's as simple as that, right? And even this podcast. So this podcast, I had bought a program because again, I'm not going to start a podcast on my own without knowing what to do. So I bought a program in December of 2022 and I did a lot of work on my own and it literally, I didn't launch this till July. It took me up until May and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to launch this frickin' podcast. So what did I do? I hired somebody. Boom. 3 weeks later, it was launched, right? Why would I take the time and drive myself crazy when I could pay someone to do it for me, right? All I do is hit record and she does everything else for me. It's life-changing, right? So I guess the theme of today is investing in yourself, right? I know hygienists all the time, they're spending a ton of money on ergonomic loops or saddle stools or buying their own instruments or whatever they need, even chiro massage. They're spending all this money and time and energy and effort, but they're not really getting real results. And it bothers me and it's hard to hear, but then they sign up with my program and they realize there's a method to my madness, right? And there's a reason my clients are getting out of pain and not having to go to the chiro or the massage or just rely on these temporary fixes all the time. And just like hygienists have to take, CEs, as a trainer, we take continuing education all the time. I mean, I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years, every couple of years to learn and grow and perfect my craft. I just signed up for another cert a couple of weeks ago and I've been studying all day every day because it's so interesting to me. But, it makes me a better coach for my clients, right? And, the more I invest in myself, the more I can help them, right? But long story short is the way that I approach training with my clients is, we're not just working out. We're not just going and doing squats and push-ups and burpees, right? We are retraining our body's movement patterns, right? With muscle imbalances, your body's movement patterns are altered, right? There's a lot of compensations going on, not only in the muscles, but in the joints, right? Actually, it starts at the joints and then the muscles follow. Different topic for another day, but basically that leads me to my second point. We are realigning your joints and your spine, right? Whether it's forward head or your pelvis is tilted, right? We have to get it back to that more neutral state in our spine, our joints, and then our muscles follow, right? Then we start actually building muscle, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm strong, or maybe I'm a little bit more toned. Okay, great. Well, we need to build muscle in the appropriate areas for hygiene, right? Glutes are going to be a huge one. That's going to stabilize the pelvis, right? Or the upper body, it's more so smaller muscles like the mid and the lower traps, or even, the rhomboids. A lot of these muscles, I don't want to say teeny tiny, but they're not as big as the glutes, right? And we have to be very strategic about the way that we implement our exercises so that we actually are building muscle, right? Building muscle is a science. I say that all the time. You can't just go do your 3 sets of 10 exercises that your PT gives you for the rest of your life and call it a day. Well, you can, but you're not going to build muscle like that. Right. And so, I'll use my example of my business coach. I actually just signed up with a new business program. Again, big investment, biggest investment I've ever made in my life, but it's just money, right? I can always make more. The point is I'm paying for their knowledge and their expertise and their guidance. And that's a lot of times what my clients are paying for, right? They're paying for me and my, everything that's in my brain is regarding fitness and movement and our body that I've acquired over the past 11 and a half years, right? I'm not a trainer of 1 year, right? I've been doing this a really long time. I've been studying and learning, not only through courses and certifications, but practical, on human beings, real life practical applications for over a decade, right? And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but there's a reason why my clients are successful is because I've become successful in, again, investing in myself, growing, learning as much as I can, just like my clients do, right? They're always learning and educating their patients on the why behind things. And that's what I love to do. I love to educate my clients as to why we're doing what we're doing, right? And I actually learn from them. I love, myofunctional therapy is so interesting to me. I got these new little nose things to put in my nose, right, to help me breathe at night, or even something like mouth tape or nanohydroxyapatite, or why fluoride is good-ish can be detrimental. There's so many things that I've learned along the way from my clients, and it's so amazing because, we don't know what we don't know. We all can learn from each other and grow and help each other. Because if I'm going to help a hygienist feel better during their workday, how much better are they going to be able to take care of their patients, right? So it's so full circle. And I just, I couldn't be more grateful for the clients that I have, because I joke with hygienists sometimes. I'm like, you all have a place in heaven on a beach, right, with dogs, because you're just very sweet humans, and you almost sacrifice yourselves and your bodies for your career. And so I want to just do my part, whatever I can, to help you guys feel great in your career and outside your career. So hopefully I'm not getting too mushy on you all today, but, being a mom myself, I'm very passionate about helping, other moms and hygienists, whether you're a mom or not. At the same time, I'm a very no bullshit type of person. Like, do you want to continue going down this path of spending money and time or having pain, or even like looking into other job opportunities or career paths because you are in pain? Or do you want to like get to the root of your problem and fix it and, kind of take control of your own physical health? I'm really big about taking control of your health and doing what you can. And, I think hygienists are along the same lines, right? They're very into prevention and being proactive. So I think we have a lot of the similar qualities and kind of philosophies, if you will, which is probably why I love them. But if you're tired of, trying to figure it out on your own, or even if you've never even really thought about it, you're like, I'm just tired of having pain and I don't know what to do, but I love what I do, right? Just bite the bullet. Sign up with a coach who's going to help you, right? I have openings coming up this month in my program. I would love to have you if you're a good fit, if you're 100% ready to hit the ground running, go all in, commit to yourself, and do what you need to do, on your own, with my help and my cheerleading, of course, to get rid of your pain and feel amazing. Then go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram, or you can schedule a free 15-minute call with me just to kind of see what I'm about, see what I can offer you. I would love to learn more about you and what you're dealing with and what you're hoping to accomplish with your health, because I love chatting with hygienists. I talk to them all day, every day, and you all are amazing. And I thank you for what you do, and I appreciate the hard work that you do, if nobody's told you. And I will see you next week.
Thank you so much for listening in today. I hope you got a takeaway from this episode. And if you did, would you be so kind to share it with another dental pro you think would benefit from it? I know you love learning, and chances are that they do too. Also, I would love to connect with you on Instagram, so go ahead and head over to the Lift for Longevity podcast page or follow me at Built by Brianne. If you shoot me a message saying hello, I will personally respond, because I love chatting with dental pros. Before you go, though, I want to let you know that I appreciate you and what you do, and I hope to chat soon. Until next time, stay strong.